culture, social media is key to anything right now. We're talking about friendship, we're talking about business, we're talking about anything where we can actually build up something, create something, leave an impact even, become more and more important, more and more essential. Now the danger lies right there, because we get to confuse everything, where the truth has become a myth and myth has become the complete truth, where we see things online and we don't even know if it is true or if it's wrong, and we kind of let ourselves being the consumers rather than action takers. And the Social Dilemma Netflix documentary really showcased a lot of it, and more so the responsibility, because we all have responsibilities. Being a leaders, being business owners online, being coaches, being content creators, we all know what's actually going really deep behind all those beautiful pictures, beautiful windows, beautiful thing that we can see online. And I'm gonna talk about it right here, right now, so let's get to it right after.
Your shell belongs to them, but not your ghost. Your ghost is yours. Remember that.
Hello people, welcome back to my channel. Salut les amis, bienvenue et bon retour sur ma chaîne. Hola, bienvenue à mi canal. Konnichiwa, watashi wo channel ni yokoso. I hope you're doing fine today. This is another day, another week, and another video of me, the new Netflix documentary. And there's a lot of people talking about it. But before anything, subscribe to this channel, turn on the notification button, because you're gonna be able to know whenever there's gonna be a new video coming out talking about social media, branding, video content strategies. In case you didn't know who I was, I'm Lady Tomo. I'm a content creator and a coach, and I'm dedicated and passionate about helping creative women entrepreneurs scale up their businesses using video content strategies, embracing your uniqueness through videos, and really being the person that you're supposed to be and that you're meant to be on this planet. Social dilemma, social dilemma. And I'm gonna sum it up really briefly here. It's pretty much the social media addiction, because we are much more aware of actually going on behind those beautiful pictures, beautiful videos, and beautiful things that we can see all over social media, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, and whatnot. The more we're consuming social media, the more we're getting addicted to it, because we're getting more likes, we're getting more comments, we're getting more pleasure when it comes to having our photos displayed or having our pictures displayed and receiving great feedback from it most of the time. By doing it, we are not even realizing that we're actually getting into what I call the matrix. The brain here is getting to a way where it gets changed or modified or transformed, and so many different information and so many data, how much we don't even realize that we handle way too much right now, and the brain at some point just kind of has too much of it. Social media addiction is a real thing. A lot of different ways that the more we consuming social media, the more we want to consume it, and the more we don't even realize that it becomes a drug, an addiction, because we always are quick to have our phone. Maybe sometimes you don't need to get out of that, but because we all are kind of leaning towards success, we're getting to a point where we just getting to consume even more, but at the same time it gets us to be a lot more depressed, because we get to compare ourselves all the time. The more you're gonna see yourself as being somebody that's just not good enough, or not perfect enough, or not just enough as a person. So that's the downside when it comes to being on social media. And because the documentary had so many points, the first thing I would say is about the definition of success. We want to create businesses, we want to get more money, we want that financial freedom that we see so much of on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, on YouTube. And for each one of us, we all have definition or different definitions of success. The thing with the algorithm and the thing with social media is that we're getting to a point where the algorithm kind of construct or creates what it is true success, and usually it's gonna be leaning towards having more money, being more popular, getting more views, and everything like that. And in the documentary they definitely said that, because algorithm is something that is created by somebody that actually already has a goal in mind. Whatever we use, it's something that somebody already created for a goal. There's a definition that's already been constructed for us in a way where everything that we're gonna see online is gonna make it true for us. Because the same way where you have friends, for example, I would say I'm on YouTube. The first question is, do you make money out of it? we really made it in a point where it's a business, but at the same time we forgot that it was an art before. We forgot that at some point it was to make genuine connection. We forgot that it was made to make us be more human. Getting more views, and sometimes for the sake of getting more views, is because we forgot that we had a purpose. Everybody, and especially right now given the context, we get to a point where everybody has that crisis where we kind of feel confused and lost. We forget our goals. And when you showcase yourself online, you want to create a business, if you forget who you are, you forget where you're gonna go.
Remember what they did to us? Cutter and his men. This is where they took us from.
Construct in that new reality and the matrix, that's how I call it, make us believe that actually the true success is the money, financial freedom, or having a bigger audience or being more popular. If your definition of success is having more money, that's a good thing. But if you want to have more money, you need to have a purpose when it comes to that, because the true soul purpose is gonna be a lot more personal than having money. The money is gonna be the tool. When it comes to brand yourself, you need to have a deeper meaning. You need to have a bigger meaning. If you don't have a true story, you're not gonna last long. And that's simple as that, because we have way too many competition. We have way too many great people out there, or many skilled people out there. Which gets me to consumer versus action taker, or just leader in general. We're getting to a point where we consume more than we actually take action. If you're a leader in your own business, guiding people through it or guiding people through social media has to push you towards getting people to take more action than anything else. Information overload. We have way too information right now. We don't know what to do with that. We are much lazier than ever before. And not saying it to be mean, action taker here is gonna practice whatever it's gonna listen to. And that goes through videos, for example, because you can know everything about videos. You can know everything about editing videos, or just record videos, or just being on videos, but if you don't do anything of it, that's not gonna do anything to your life, because at the end of the day you need to practice. And I've talked to way too many people being ready to be on videos, but being ready to listen to whatever I'm gonna say that they have to do, but when it comes to the action part of it, some people are just way too scared, or they feel frustrated because they're not getting any views. But at the same time, there's a feeling where when you're gonna do one video, you're gonna hit 1 million views. That's a myth and a belief that comes from the way that we consume things right now. That comes with the way where we have been conditioned into consuming more than anything else. Because at the end of the day, those platforms, they don't necessarily want you to do more than just listen and take it, because they take advantage of that. They take advantage of any data you're gonna give to them, and not the other way around. But when you're being smart and when you're being a leader, you're doing it the other way around. You're doing it in a way where you know the goal, you know your purpose, and you know that it's just tools. And those tools are just there to help you get to a goal. You're gonna guide people through it yourself. So that goes with taking action first for you, not for everybody else. The fear is just like to make us believe that we can't do it, or we don't feel like we're enough, or we don't feel like we're ready enough, or we don't feel like we consumed enough. When you get to be a consumer, you don't work on yourself enough. And when you're seeing anybody else doing something, you see your life and you start comparing anything, it becomes really fast for you to get depressed and feel like you have nothing going on with your life. This is gonna be the vicious cycle here. And you're gonna feel like consuming more is gonna help you. Maybe if you feel better at some point, the less you consume, the more you're taking action, the actually better you're gonna become. Next part will be about division, about tensions, about the judgment, about cancel culture. Because if I need to sum it up, it's pretty much a cancel culture. Perspective of a content creator, a coach, or a business owner online. Because we're getting to be a lot less neutral with everything happening right now. The health, the mind, we all need to heal. And I would say everybody, no matter where you are, no matter where you're coming from, no matter where you are, understanding each other, that goes through listening to each other. When you coach somebody, you're not coming with a judgment. You're not coming with your own opinion. You're coming with your ears and you just listen to that person. When you make a choice to have your own beliefs, it's not your place to put those beliefs into anybody else. And I think right about now, we don't understand that there's a balance to have. Developing a critical thinking is essential right now. And the algorithm here, when you get online, is that way where the more you're gonna consume somebody's content on a specific opinion or judgment, the more you're gonna receive any familiar or similar content. You get conditioned to believe that there's one way to think or there's one truth. And because the algorithm is gonna push content that are similar to whatever you're gonna listen or watch, you're gonna feel like you have the truth. You're gonna feel like you have the sole truth, and that everybody else is wrong because they don't believe in your own vision. The more you're gonna do it, the more you're gonna be less tolerant. And from the moment you're gonna have somebody else not agreeing on whatever you're gonna say, this is gonna be a war. This is gonna be a battle. This is gonna be a fight, and there it's gonna be cancel that person or canceling a group or a movement. Or we don't understand each other. Because we all have those content getting pushed to us, all similar content, and we all have the truth. We all feel like we have the truth, when the truth is just in the middle. We have a lot more fake news spreading around than any truth actually. There were statistics on that in the Netflix documentary, leaning towards believing any type of myth, illusion, lies, than to actually getting to the truth, because the truth is boring. Sometimes we're getting way too far because we're looking for a specific or popular or extra truth, when in reality the truth is just right there. But because it's too boring, we're getting to a myth, we're getting to believe anything that actually is displayed in the little screen, which is our phone. Trying to just being a lot more tolerant. It's the most challenging thing ever, because everybody wants to talk. The responsibility here, being a coach, being a content creator, is to know the in and out, is to know what actually goes through having the truth. What is it to go and help people, serve people, support people, listen to them, not getting to have an opinion because you have your own opinion. And we are all human beings, we all have opinions. I think something specific about anything or any case or any movement, but it's not up to you to go there and have somebody that you coach or you help or you just work with and imposing that. That is where I'm always having that, I would say, difficulty or issue with people when it comes to having their own truth and having to impose that anybody else around it. And because we have all those content that actually get us to be more divided than ever, we get to believe that actually everybody is the enemy, or anybody not agreeing with you is the enemy, when in reality there's something a lot more deeper than that. And because we don't even have time to work on us, we feel like it's just not true. We feel like it's not us the problem, or we feel like there's something else, you know, or there's something else to dig, or maybe sometimes the truth is just right there, you know. So the responsibility here, being an action taker, being a business owner, is to calm down, to understand, to bring empathy, to bring the compassion, to bring something human, because social media was that at the beginning. Right now, where are we going? And when I see social media the way it is right now, that's not pretty, that's not cute. So for everybody else wanting to get in, wanting to get into the platform, wanting to get into videos, strategies, branding, businesses online, financial freedom, money, views, audience, popularity, where are you going with that? What is the sole purpose behind it? And when it comes to having a branding with soul, it's deep for me, because by forgetting that you need to focus on yourself, you forgetting that you have a uniqueness, forgetting that you have that difference, you forgetting that is that different that's probably going to make you feel at peace, that may bring something deeper in this world right now. The matrix is really big into that. For everybody feeling that you need to compare yourself, the quick tips I would say here is to turn off all those social media platforms notifications, because they want to have your attention, they want to keep that attention. That's the data, that's the way of just keeping you getting engaged and getting with the intention. When you get on any type of social platform is key, essential, anything when it comes to that. Go with intention. You're gonna spend hours, you're gonna waste your time, and you're gonna waste your day, and you're gonna waste your energy. And when you feel ready to get into any platform, then you get there. Always ask yourself, if I were to be sad, if I were to have something bad happening to me, would I share it online? And if you wouldn't, do you think that anybody that you see online would share their own downside moment? But if you were there, if you were at their place, would you do it? If your answer is more leaning towards no, then you have your answer. And then you know that you need to step back a little bit and asking yourself, why is it that actually rubs you off the wrong way? What is it here that you need to fix? What is it here that you need to work on? What is it here that you need to maybe take a deeper look at? Develop something that is gonna be for you to help other people out there, but for you first. Because you don't live for the society, you live in the society. You are not a product, you're a human being. That's two different things. And for you to cultivate that humanness is for you to draw people in and to draw genuine people in. And there's a difference between the quality people and the quantity people. There's a difference between quality audience and quantity audience. And sometimes you can have a big audience but have a quantity audience. Sometimes you can have quality people coming to you and sometimes you have quantity people coming to you. Now it's up to you to make that difference. It's up to you to be genuine. But to not be affected by anything happening online is for you to cultivate that love for yourself, that compassion, empathy for yourself, and get out there and bring that to people, because this is where you're gonna be able to have that moment. This is where you're gonna be able to go with a strategy, with a confidence, being on videos, being human, and draw those people in, draw the right people in. If you want to make money, if you want to be free, there are a couple of ways. That Netflix documentary, when it comes to the responsibility, when it comes to people being online, when it comes to content creators, coaches, business owners, and whatnot, we have that responsibility. We have that responsibility to bring information, to be aware of actually what's going on, and to make it aware to people following us. Because when somebody comes to you and be like, I want to have more views, or I want to have 1 million views, or I want to have 200 people, or want to have the biggest YouTube channel ever, your question should start with why? How? What do you want to do with that? That is to understand what is deeper behind all of that. What is deeper behind that vision? Because working with people for me is to build a vision, is to create a vision, is to create something deeper. Make money with something deeper. Make money with a soul in mind. Not being like everybody else. Being you. Cultivate that difference. Embracing that uniqueness no matter where you are, no matter who you are, no matter where you're coming from. So that was my beautiful message. It was pretty much more so towards developing confidence and being aware of actually what's going on. But I highly encourage you to watch the documentary because it's really interesting. You know what I mean? It's I loved it. Let me know if you liked it. Let me know if there was anything that you liked the most about it, and let me know if you watched the documentary. Like I said, there was so many things. I wanted to talk about everything, but I was like, you know what? We're not making a movie here. So if you have anything or any feedback, put them down below. I want to know more, and I want to learn more, and I want to be able to engage with you. Subscribe to this channel, turn on the notification button so that you can know every single time that I have a new video coming out, and follow me on Instagram because there you're gonna have a lot of different things. And for more info for my coaching program, Branding with Soul, it's gonna be down below as well. I'm currently accepting 5 women only. That's gonna be the max, and the spots, they're filling up pretty quickly. So if you want to know more, there's gonna be a link down for you to book a free call, and then we're gonna be able to know how I can help you. And if I can, well, this is gonna be exciting for you, and I'm gonna be more than happy to guide you through it. And like I say all the time, smile because it's free and contagious in a good way. Bye.